Every town has its ups and downs. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe if we weren't so down and out, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Could there be some happiness for me? But not in Nottingham. Every town has its ups and downs, and sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. I'm inclined to believe we weren't so down and out, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Could there be some happiness for me? Not in Nottingham. Hey, how y'all doing out there? Doing a little Robin Hood for you. Feels pretty apropos at the moment. Have my mask. I have to tell y'all something. This mask situation, it's dope. Look how cool these look. Look, get you a mask. Find you a mask that expresses yourself. Find you one that screams you, that screams I'm safe during COVID-19. I think they are excellent, and I think this is a really cool trend we could really hop on board with. So after this, send me pictures of your masks. I want to see y'all's cool masks that y'all are donning to be safe. I think it's something we can embrace. It'll be fun, right? I just took the capo off, and I'm probably going to need it again, so let me slap it back on there. We got a new camera angle tonight. This thing is just getting fancier and fancier as we go along. Mark's back there wheeling and dealing, doing engineering from a safe distance. Y'all give Mark a round of applause. Everybody cheers Mark for coming up here and doing this. That's a cool thing that he's taking that time out of his day to come up here and apply his craft up here, and he's one of the best at it. But we got a new camera angle right here, crotch cam. Pretty much all of the pants I have holes in the britches, so hopefully crotch cam's not too revealing. We don't get shut down on Facebook for this. So I'll try and keep it as PG as possible. No promises, though. Who knows where this is going? These are uncertain times. Here's an old one. I say old one. Yeah, it is old. Hell, it's old. 10 years old. Quaker City song. Know how to spend my money. Spend it fast as I can. Well, I know how to spend my money. Spend it fast as I can. Seems like when somebody wanna pay me, it's gone for whatever hit my hand. Why don't we go back down to the river? Baby, that's where we belong. Why don't we go back down to the river? Hey, baby, that's where we belong. Yeah, we better get back down to the river, baby, or get gone. Yeah. Why don't we go back down to the river? Hey, baby, that's where we belong. Why don't we go back down to the river? Baby, that's where we belong. Yeah, we better get back down to the river, baby, or get gone. One more crack at the bottle, baby. One more nip is all I need. Give me one more crack at the bottle, baby. One more nip is all I need. Give me one more crack at the bottle, baby, before the bottle takes a crack back in me. Yeah, yeah. Said give me one more crack at the bottle, babe, before the bottle takes a crack back in me. Oof. Hey, all right. I won't wait that long this time to cheers y'all, because y'all deserve a cheers. You're hanging in there. Cheers to everyone. Clink, 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 clink. If you're wondering what I'm sipping on right now, it's Jim Beam and Coke. And it is delicious. I've been trying to think of ways to keep making these interesting if I'm going to keep doing these every week. And, you know, there's definitely going to be some repeat songs and stuff like that because I only know like 12 songs total. But this is a funny one. Right now we're all, you know, scared, anxiety-ridden. No one knows what the next day holds, yada, yada. But I thought a really fun way to break the ice here is to share stories of vulnerability. So let's do a vulnerability story right now. And also, I would like for y'all to tweet me and send me messages of your favorite, or not your favorite, but your most embarrassing fart story. Just send me the most embarrassing fart story you've ever had in your life. And to go ahead and breach everything here, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you mine. There might be a lot of talking in this one tonight. I hope y'all are in for this. If not, find another live stream. Make sure you donate there. But please also, I forget to mention this, please donate to the virtual tip jar down there. This money's going to M.A.S. and their employees, and I am donating mine to musicians and service workers and comedians as well, focusing on them. Don't forget comedians. They make us laugh. They're important. But so here we go. Embarrassing fart story. I am in 4th grade at Holiday Heights Elementary School. And the TOS test, if anyone is in my age range, you remember the TOS test. I think it's called something different now, like STAR or something like that. But it's basically this baloney test that they make you take to make sure teachers are doing their jobs. And it's kind of, because we definitely need oversight on teachers right now. Like they should be making $1 million a year. But they make you take this TOS test every year, and you don't really, it doesn't really affect you, it just affects the school you're in. But we had somehow, me and my good buddy Ryan Smith, if Ryan Smith's watching out there, hello to Ryan and his family, one of my lifelong friends. But we had somehow convinced our parents that before the TOS test, we needed to have a good big breakfast before we took our test. So your mind's there. So you're making good decisions on the multiple choice here. You're figuring out how to read graphs and stuff. You need fuel for your body. So we had somehow convinced our parents that we needed to eat at IHOP before the TOS test every year. And so I remember going there and just loading up at IHOP like you do, just getting everything, going. You're at the International House of Pancakes, this is no time to tread lightly. So I go pretty hard in the paint at IHOP for a 4th grader, I get the, half stack of pancakes, with the boysenberry, whatever syrup I pulled from the grab bag. Get the eggs. Decided to go with the sausage patties over the bacon. I'm a sausage guy. Nothing against bacon, but wanted the sausage at the time. And of course, a giant jug of chocolate milk. Of course, that washes everything down perfectly. And so we get to school after our big breakfast, and they kind of break you up into different classrooms, and everyone's kind of spread out. It's just like social distancing back in the day. Everyone's like 5 feet apart. Got these big things so no one's cheating off you on the TOS test, because apparently people want to cheat on the TOS test. So we're all going through. They give us the rigmarole. The teacher reads all the rules of the TOS test, and we begin. And, it doesn't take too long, and they give you way more time than you need. So I get done, and I'm not sure I remember, but I remember being done fairly early, and IHOP starts hitting. IHOP starts hitting pretty hard, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I was like, this was a horrible decision to have chocolate milk and sausage patties and pancakes and eggs, and then just throw them in a blender that is my intestines. And it starts hitting me. It's like, here it comes. This is the big one. You've got one on deck. Again, vulnerability here, folks. We're doing vulnerability, so I'm telling y'all this. So, I start fidgeting in my seat. I've already handed my test in. You kind of just have to sit there till everyone else is done. So I'm squirming. I'm moving around weird. And, fighting with all my might, to be honest with you, at this point, as it progresses, I've got literally all of my muscles in the lower half of my body are trained in on not letting out the world's largest fart during the toss test. And as any of you would probably know, the harder you try to hold that in, the worse it's going to be if it comes out. Kind of like putting your finger over a water hose, increases the pressure there. There were no fingers involved. This was just all muscle strength. And I'm holding it in, and basically straight-legging it in the chair, one of these, just trying to hold back like that, and then it finally becomes too much, and then out comes literally the world's longest, loudest fart. Just a full deal, right? Completely disrails the entire toss test immediately. You're fourth grade. That's one of the funny. As a 35-year-old right now, it's one of the funniest things you can hear. So as a fourth grader, of course, you have no reason to not laugh. And now I have to tell y'all something. This is where that's not vulnerable to me. People fart. People have accidents. This is where it gets vulnerable. And I'd like to come out right now and apologize in a public forum. As soon as I let loose the gates of hell, everyone in the class, we had a little backstory. There was a kid, Philip, in our class, big fart guy. Loved his farts. Loved to crank some out during class. Hilarious during PE. Rip one while you're doing your little calisthenics warming up. Great guy. Well, he was also in the class that I was taking the toss test in, and as soon as I let loose, everyone in the class goes, "Phil!" And of course, I'm like, "Phil? What in the world? I cannot believe you would ruin the sanctity of the toss test with flatulence. This is horrible. I cannot believe you did this." So, Phil, I'm not going to use your full name right now, but I would like to apologize for pinning the world's loudest toss test fart on you in fourth grade at Holiday Heights Elementary School. I've really been thinking about it a lot lately. Had a lot of time to get inside my own head, and it's really been bugging me. Anyone that was in that class, it was me. It was not Phil. Although he strangely gladly took the credit for it, so I appreciate that for taking the bullet for me. But it was indeed Sam Anderson that farted during the fourth grade toss test in Miss Kirkendorfer's class. So I apologize to Phil, and also you're welcome to everyone else in the class that enjoyed that. Meanwhile, let's get back to some songs. Let's go to Tulsa here. Let's do a little JJK. Well, they call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. Yeah, they call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. I ain't got me nobody. I ain't carrying no heavy load. Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no changes in me. Ain't no change in the weather. Ain't no changes in me. I ain't hiding from nobody. Nobody in was hiding from me. All right, yeah. Yeah, I got that green light, baby. I got the key, traveling on. Said I got that green light, baby. I got the key, traveling on. Said I might go out to California. I might go down to Georgia. Said I don't know. Yeah, they call me the breeze. I keep blowing down the road. It's a little J.J. Cale from the center of the universe in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I love Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm getting to the point now where I don't remember what I said early in these, but there's a beautiful place in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Elote Cafe. And, we play up there at Mercury Lounge quite a bit in Tulsa. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world. Whenever this whole silly mess gets done with, I can't wait to get back up there to Tulsa and play a show at Mercury Lounge. Got a lot of good memories there. Tulsa's got a lot of good music that's come out of that city. But there's a place there in downtown called Elote Cafe. And we had just gotten done playing the Mercury Lounge one evening. And I remember it was snowing. It was snowing pretty good that night. And we got back to the hotel, went to sleep. And all we had to do was drive back home. We was at the end of a run. And Tulsa's not too far, from home comparatively for a lot of the drives that we do. So, wake up, don't leave till hotel checkout, and then maybe grab a lunch before we get out of town. So we go to grab lunch, and always looking for the rule on the road is try and find somewhere that you don't have back home to eat. So also the rule is don't eat Mexican food anywhere else. But we gave this one a chance. We looked up this place called Elote Cafe. That's corn, for those of y'all that don't. Habla Espanol, that's corn cafe. And so we get there, and it happens to be National Margarita Day. Our luck, right? So we get in there and order a round of margaritas, figure out what kind of tacos we want, place the order, and sit down. And it's the hardest thing to not see when you're in a Elote Cafe is the giant luchador wrestling ring in the middle of the restaurant. And turns out this restaurant features luchador wrestling. So you can sit down, can have your margarita on National Margarita Day. Made up holiday, but I guess they're all made up if you think about it. High talk right there. All holidays are made up. So we sat down and enjoyed our delicious margaritas and tacos. Excellent food, by the way. We'll have to give them a 5-star on the food rating. But you get to watch a little bit of luchador wrestling right there. Wonderful little thing. I think we should adopt that somewhere in Fort Worth. It probably already happened somewhere. I just don't know about it. So if you know where there's luchador wrestling and delicious food to be consumed at the same time, please let me know. Not right now, because you're not supposed to be around people, but, I'm going to do a song here. I don't know if Machine's watching, Mr. Michael Machine Marshall. This is a song goes out to him. I'm playing this even though the guy that wrote this called me a redneck one time. I'll tell that story after this. We got time to kill. Here's one from Mike, the Machine. Also, Mike, I'm sorry about that argument we got in about Elizabeth Warren the other day. I was hot. I was heated. I was upset about the Bernie results on Super Tuesday. And I apologize for getting Twitter mad. But our bond goes beyond that, Mike. But still, you wasted your vote. If you see a flaming sword in your dreams tonight, feel inspired to assign me up to the front line. We'll give the order to storm the border without me. If they tell you you're a genius but you need some proof, ask anybody on the payroll to go out with you. If they avoid you, they'll reward you, definitely. Nobody that's around us seems to get it right. How hard is it to follow just a few guidelines and smile while you do it? If you want a page written about you in the book, but you need a food tester 'cause you curse a cook, I'll take some wine, but you can dine without me. Yeah, without me. Who would let you play? Gotta make believe that all the blacks are me. It's coming only from me. Oh, if you're bound for the throne, but the king won't die. Yeah, I can occupy the queen, but that's for her and I. Yeah, I can do it, and you'll be ruler without me. Without me. Hey, that's a Father John Misty song from Machine there. So the story behind that goes, oh, another story. Oh, here's this guy just wasting time. Hey, guess what? Not getting paid by the hour. So gonna talk a little bit. So also, side note, kind of hard to whistle into a microphone. You have to kind of do it at this weird angle. Because if you do this, that's horrible, right? You'll probably hated that at home. You have to. You know what? That's called professionalism. You learn how a microphone works. You get an angle going. So the story behind that is a few years back, a good friend of ours, Ginny O, wonderful musician. Out in California right now. Please check out her music. She's very, very, very good. Even had the wonderful James Gadsden play on one of her records. Check that out. I'll post a link to Ginny O's music. But she had asked us to be her backing band, Quaker City. Sorry, I say us. They had asked Quaker City Night Hawks to be the backing. She had asked Quaker City Night Hawks to be the backing band for her in Austin at South by Southwest one year. We had a few of our own shows, so we were all going to be down there, and we were ecstatic to do it, learn her songs and play her really, really cool jams that she was writing at the time. And she's out there in that Laurel Canyon scene too. And that's where Father John Misty, Josh Tillman, is his real name. And quite a few of our shows that we had throughout the week while we were there, I think we did 18 shows total with her and us. But, God, I missed that. 18 shows sounds fun as hell right now. But, we ran across Father John, who we lovingly had monikered Papa John Misty at the time. And, he was just kind of starting the Father John Misty thing. It was before the first album had come out. And he was going around doing shows, and we were playing a lot of the same shows as him. And Jenny O had just gotten done filming a Day Trotter session. I don't know if y'all know about Day Trotter. It's a really cool, live video session that they do with people. And they put those out. And we're over on the east side of Austin, and we decided to go to a little bar afterwards. But while we're sitting there on the porch waiting for Jenny to finish up, vocals and stuff like that, all the Quaker City Night Hawks guys were all sitting out on the porch of this wonderful Craftsman home that they had set up the studio in. And Father John Misty had come up with a smoothie. He had a smoothie with him. Nothing against smoothies, but for some reason it just adds to the story. And I had previously, that hour, had obtained a splinter in the meat of my hand, right there on the chicken wing, right there. And really hate splinters, not a fan. And, getting it, I had a pocket knife on me at the time, so trying to push it out from the back end as you do a splinter. And he walks up while I'm doing that and decides that the correct response is, look at this redneck. And I'm thinking, I was like, at first, I was kind of offended, and then I'm like, but this guy got like some other city slicker way of getting a splinter out of your hand? Like I grew up in the suburbs and not really a redneck. Like, I don't really consider myself a redneck, but like, how do you get a splinter out of your hand? Or like, maybe you just don't get splinters, or like, I don't know. Kind of blew my mind. So, didn't like Papa John Misty for the longest time. And then that album came out, and it was about a few months after South by, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a listen. Can't wait to see how terrible this guy's music is. Call me redneck. And then I listened to it, and it was incredible, and I loved every piece of it. And I texted David Matzler, our guitar player in Quaker City. I was like, dude, you got to listen to this guy's album. I know he called me a redneck, but it's real good. And we wound up loving it. So I play that for you, Machine, because I know you love Father John Misty. I didn't have the same experience as you, but I've come around, and I still appreciate it. So thank you. I know I played this on the first stream I did, but I'm going to do it again because it's literally one of my favorite songs of all time. Well, I woke up this morning with the sun down, shining in. Found my mind in a brown paper bag within. Tripped up on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. Tore my mind like a jagged sky. Just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. crawling out, 'cause I was crawling in. Then I woke up so tired I thought I'd never unwind. Saw too much, and it broke my mind. I just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. Somebody painted April Fools in big black letters on a dead-end sign. Had my foot on the gas, but when I pulled out, I blew out my mind. 8 miles out of Memphis and I got no spare. 8 miles straight up and downtown somewhere. Just stop in to see what condition my condition was in. I just stopped in to see what condition my condition was in. Hey, there you go. R.I.P. song, but he did definitely played the hell out of it with his band. Hold on, looking around for my phone here. There it is. Y'all still digging the mustache? No beard? I don't know. How y'all feeling about it? I'm not feeling it really. I feel weird. Kind of the reason I've been doing the mask is for safety for sure, like for shit. But kind of the reason I've been rocking this here. Definitely helps. Don't feel as weird. We've got a new feature this week. If you see me looking over, I look like a friggin' pilot, like the Red Baron right now with this thing on. Good grief. Okay. Yeah, we've got a new feature over here. We've got a TV showing me the live stream, so I can see myself. This is bad. You know, we're all looking weird right now. We're all, like, raise your hand if you're looking weird at your house right now. I think we all are, right? I've got like somewhat of a now we got some comments up here. I've got somewhat of a affinity for soul patch. Yeah, there's not really a soul patch. I'm not good at shaving a little part under your lip right there. It kind of hurts. I don't like I don't get too close to my lip and rip half my lip off. That's like my favorite part of my mouth is the lip. Everyone's got a favorite part of their mouth. Mine is the lip. I forgot what I was just saying, but it doesn't matter. I was saying the new features. Got a TV over here where I can see kind of the live stream and see some stuff. Yes, this is a somewhat post-apocalyptic look that I'm going for. I feel like I've been, you know what? To be honest with you, not to toot my own horn, I feel like I've been doing the post-apocalyptic move for a few years now. I saw this coming. I saw this coming. Something was going to happen. This is not good, but, I've been preparing for it. I don't even know what time it is right now. Hold on, I'm going to check on that time. Oh, we good. We're good. Shout out to Gibson Guitar, Cody in Austin, for allowing me to procure this beautiful 335. This is hands down my favorite guitar I've ever owned. I got that from them. They've been supporting Quaker City for a few years now, and that's been great. I also got an Explorer, Gibson Explorer, because big fan of James Hetfield. Like the Explorer look, jagged, rough. And, and I think when people think about me, they're like, that's a jagged and rough guy. So he needs a guitar to, kind of show that he's jagged and rough. And I went with it. Yes, you wonder where I've been. Search to find the love within. And I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me, 'cause I'm in a daze from your love, you see. And I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do, what you do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you made me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do. My friends wonder what is wrong with me, 'cause I'm in a daze of your love, you see. And I came back to let you know. I got a thing for you, and I can't let go. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do, what you do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you, oh, made me do for love what I would not do. Made me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do. Oh, you make me do for love Hey, there's a little Bobby Caldwell for you. Do yourself look up Bobby Caldwell playing at spring break in the 80s in Florida. One of the greatest videos ever you could ever consume. That is a good use of your time right now. I know I've been cracking jokes, telling fart stories and stuff like that, so I've been trying to lighten the mood a little bit. It's been getting a little heavy at the house, quarantining. The shit's hard, and just trying to lighten the mood a little bit. Think about some fun things. Try and focus on the future. That's not the immediate gargantuan task of what we've been tasked with, but I caught myself, doing a big picture thing the other day on a long walk. How are we doing with this? How are you handling? How your mental's doing? I've been checking in on friends. I've got a lot of friends that have been checking in on me. I think that's a good thing to do right now. And I caught myself thinking, I don't think I'm fully grasping this. I don't think I fully grasp the breadth of this situation, and kind of been down on myself for not I don't want to say healing, but figuring it out. And then I've just been trying to think, to stave those thoughts off. Maybe this helps too. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But to heal from something, it has to be done, right? You have to be looking at the ass end of it, hindsight. This is still going on, so don't feel bad if you haven't figured it out. You haven't acknowledged how big this is, or you have no idea what you're doing right now and you're feeling confusion. I feel like it's okay. I've been telling myself it's okay to be confused, because who the hell knows what's going on after this? We haven't had a lot of good leadership to lead us in a great direction, but I know that we're all smart enough to know what we need to be doing, and to know how we need to be staying safe. But don't feel bad. Don't feel bad right now if you don't feel like you're over this. You're not supposed to be over this. None of us are supposed to be over this. It's weird. It's really weird, and I think it's fine to be in a weird spot right now. We're all in a weird spot. Solidarity. Think about that. There's a lot of people that are in a weird spot, just like you are, just like I am. No clue, right? But I'm gonna keep doing these things on Fridays, so we have some sort of normalcy. So I have some sort of normalcy. But we're gonna be here every week. I'll see y'all every week. That's been a cool thing for me. Knowing that I get to still do this every week, and see y'all and talk to y'all a little bit on the internet. Got some good stuff up here. Something about boots. Got any favorite boots? Yeah, I'll tell you my favorite boot store in the whole world. It's a place called Decades in Salt Lake City, Utah. Can't imagine a lot of y'all gonna get up there right now to go to Salt Lake City and grab some boots. But if you ever do get up in that area, they got some great boots, and they're all like really good. Apparently, no one in Salt Lake City likes the Western wear, so they're pretty cheap. So I find really good boots. I wear the hell out of my boots. I destroy them. You usually get like 3 tours out of boots, and then you gotta retire them. I should probably hit up W Durable Goods and figure out how to take care of my boots better, but maybe he can help me out. What else we got up there? Aaron said play that one song. Okay. That's Craig Seipert. You know what? I'm not even going to touch a Bill Withers song right now. We thought about, I wanted to do intro music today, play a Bill Withers song. And apparently Facebook will shut that down immediately. So listen to some Bill Withers today. If I have a suggestion, if you want to get good and if you need to get a good cry out, if you haven't had a good cry today, I think, can we be real? I think we should all be having a good cry once a day, right? It's a good time to cry. Just boo-hoo, let it out. Let's get a good cry in every day. You know, schedule it when it works best for you, but just boo-hoo into a pillow for a little bit. It's good for you. But if you want one that makes me tear up, for sure, listen to it today. My Meemaw recently just passed, and listen to the song Grandma's Hands. Go ahead and just put that on as soon as we get done with this, and have yourself a good cry. It's good for you. You're supposed to cry. You're supposed to feel emotion. Man, I look great taking a drink. I'm just like, look how great this looks. With no beard, I look like a thumb. It looks like a thumb playing music. I'm looking at the... Oof. Like I said, doesn't matter. We all look weird right now. It's okay. Let's look weird together. We'll do one more. Any request? Ha ha ha. Can't hear y'all. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's a request. What's a request here? Ben. I'm scrolling through. Ben. Right there. Is that Scott Copeland? Yeah. I'll do that Scott Copeland song for you. That's a great ending song. One time, I don't know how many of y'all know Scott Copeland. He's got one of the biggest heads, just physically, I've ever seen in my whole life. Not like, like also figuratively too. But his head is just gigantic. It is a sight to behold. But his dad was the football coach at Haltom High School for forever, Mr. Coach Copeland. And Scott, this is one thing a lot of people don't know about Scott Copeland. He's from, obviously from Haltom City. He's written quite a few songs. I'm sure you've heard few of his songs. If you're familiar with the Texas country scene, then I'm sure have heard a few of his songs. But he was also an incredible athlete. I'm assuming probably still retains some of those abilities. But he played football and baseball in high school. And was actually on the Oklahoma State team that featured Barry Sanders. He was the tight end, while Barry Sanders was at Oklahoma State. He was an All-American tight end as well. Very good athlete. But one time for my birthday, he came up to a show I was playing. I think it was at Fort Worth Live, back when it was downtown. And he brought me a present. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Scott, brought me a gift for my birthday. Appreciate it. It was a picture of him, his baseball picture from high school. He'd framed his baseball picture from high school and gave it to me for my birthday. So it's a classic Scott Copeland tale for you there. I've got plenty if you'd like more. But this will be it for me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm going to be posting some links that you can help donate to people that are really feeling it right now, that are completely out of work and out of work for the foreseeable future. Much like myself, we don't know what music looks like after this. We don't know what live shows look like after this. So there's a lot of people struggling out there. Service workers, comedians, musicians, magicians. There's probably magicians out of work for sure. There's probably no way you're hiring a magician right now. So just think about that. But here's the Scott Copeland cover. And this will be it for me. Y'all stay safe. Check in on your friends and your family. Tell them you love them. I love y'all. Good for nothing. It's what they always say. And I can't say no different. Just look at me today. I'm always in and out of trouble. An enemy of the state. Can I get my act together? Always $1 short and a day late. They say, why don't you quit drinking? And always acting like a clown. We all see your ship's been sinking. Still slowly going down. You've been running for so long. You ain't got no time to lose. You better right all your wrongs. 'Cause it's the last call for the blues. They say the first step is admitting. Ooh, then it's one day at a time. Well, now don't you dare deny it. You know you're way past your prime. And you better start to look ahead. Ooh, 'cause what's done is dead and gone. There's no wisdom in that whiskey, only sadness in its song. They say, why don't you quit drinking? And always acting like a clown. We all see your ship's been sinking. It's just slowly going down. You've been running for so long. You ain't got no time to lose. You better right all your wrong. 'Cause it's the last call for them blues. Yeah, now you better right all your wrongs. 'Cause it's the last call for them blues. Hey, thank y'all so much. That's a Scott Copeland tune from right here in Haltom City. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Hunker at the Bunker. Y'all stay safe out there. Love all of you. I'll see you next week on Friday.